Greetings, family. To magnets, crystals, pyramids, journey to bliss for Crystal Healing Tuesdays. We are gathered here
Crystal
right
Healing Tuesday.
now for the purpose of healing.
We are gathered
Collective.
here.
Okay, we're gonna have to mute out. Yeah,
We
mute your
good.
phone. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. We are gathered so that we can assist each other, being our brother and our sister's keeper. So share with us where you're living from, where you're living at, and also share your requests in whatever area of life you wish to have assistance. But as always, let's do the opening before we continue.
Call to action. The time is now. Summon the warrior energy in you, the healer in you, the divine masculine, the divine feminine energy in you. Every single day, we are called to walk in our purpose. Answer the call. Lay down your burdens, distractions, and anything that's holding you back and take your rightful place. The battle is all around us, and it's right in your face. Let's go!
Success is your destiny. Love, wisdom, power. Remember, yes, always who you are. Yes, yes, I am. Love, wisdom, yes, yes, I am. Love, yes, yes, I am. My brother's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. Yes, I am my brother's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. Yes, 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 I am my brother's keeper. Is master of the universe. Yes, I am my brother's keeper. Yes, I am is master of the universe. Yes, I is master of the universe. Yes, I am my brother's keeper. Master of the universe. My brother's keeper. Yes, I am 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 of my brother's keeper. Yes, I am my brother's keeper. Of the yes, I am my brother's keeper. 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 Yes, I am the universe. Yes, my brother's keeper. Yes, I am 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 my brother's keeper. Yes, I am
Health, love, wealth is your destiny.
Okay, thank you, brother Baraka. And before we even start, I want to thank Miss Bliss for a wonderful platform yesterday. She created a magical setting. So thank you, Miss Bliss. Uh,
You're welcome.
we had a lot of folks on the platform listening to Diana Farr's message. And we're looking at next Monday, family. Next Monday, we are going to have an amazing, probably again, controversial, informative, and possibly very enlightening show featuring none other than Laji and Diana Farr this coming Monday, which is Memorial Day weekend. Am I right about that, y'all? Right, Memorial Day weekend,
Yes.
7 p.m. And this Thursday, we are going to be presenting our family genius, Acacia, speaking about entheogenic herbal blends. So, without further ado, Laji, you start with the a prayer opening, okay?
Okay. Universal or Saint Germain? Like for the ascension of everyone. The Saint Germain.
Do the whole thing.
Okay, great. Great. Good. All right. Okay. One flows right into the other. Nicely. I like to do the universal prayer, but all right, here we go. Prayer to Almighty I Am Presence. Baba, my great master presence, which I am. I love, I adore thee. I give back unto thee the fullness of all creative power, all love, all wisdom, and through this power which thou art, I give thee full power to make visible my hands and use the fulfillment of my every desire. I no longer claim any power as my own, for I now claim thee, the only and all-conquering presence in my home, my life, my world, and my experience. I acknowledge a full supremacy and command of all things, and as my consciousness is fixed upon an achievement, your invincible presence and intelligence take command and brings a fulfillment into my experience quickly, even with the speed of thought. I know thou art ruler over time, place, and space. Therefore, thou requires only now to bring invisible activity by every perfection. I stand absolute firm in the full acceptance of this now and forever, and I shall not allow my mind to waver from it. For at last I know we are one. Now, these decrees that we do for Saint Germain, I just want to, as I'm saying them, I just want to keep reiterating to everyone who hears this. You can definitely get these decrees from me for free. But Saint Germain says, if you say these decrees for the ascension of everyone in America and the world, he will guarantee you ascension. This is a great boon. This is a great boon. Because these decrees take about 1:60 or a minute and 37 seconds, and it's hardly anything to give for such a great reward. Anyway, let me begin. These are decrees for America and the world, for everyone to become ascended. Through the beloved, mighty, I am present, which I am. I demand, I command the ascension of everybody and everything on this earth, of all plant life, all substance, and all energy. I demand the ascension of everybody and everything on this planet, out of everything that has ever been human, and into the invincible God victory of the Ascended Master Octave. As I continue to make this call, more and more light comes into my world, more and more harmony and less limitation. My momentum one day reached a point of saturation. I'm going through the blazing light of my high mental body forever. In the name of the beloved mighty and presence, in the name of the Son of Jesus Christ, in the name of the freedom of America, in the name of the ascension of all mankind, I issue the eternal fiat that hordes of evil shall not longer hold mankind enslaved to their destruction. The hordes of evil shall not desecrate that which is of God. I so command it in the name of the mighty and present, which I am, for all eternity, and we thank thee, it is done. I am the resurrection and the life of America's God government into complete ascension of all. I am the resurrection life of the invincible freedom of the American people. I am the resurrection life of America's immortal victory and freedom in the light. I am the resurrection life of the honesty and honor required in this nation to take the people out of clutches of all destructive forces. I am the resurrection and life. I am the ascension and the life of the United States of America and her entire government out of all human law and into the invincible victory of divine law forever. I am the resurrection and life. I am the ascension and the light of the United States of America, out of the clutches of the beast and into the invincible freedom and control by God's authority of the beloved, mighty, and present forever. I am the resurrection and life. I am the resurrection and life. I am the resurrection and the life of America's invincible purity and freedom from God's heart, manifesting as a ruling power of this nation, then throughout the world forever. Beloved, mighty, and present, such freedom, health, prosperity, and harmonious action shall come forth for America and the world as have never before been experienced on earth. Almighty I am, almighty I am, almighty I am. Those were our opening prayers and decrees.
Okay, so I'm gonna do, the impromptu style that I always open up. I am in me. I am in Logi. I am in Miss Bliss. I am in you. Everyone who is listening now and in the future, as we move ahead as particle light beings of I am tube of light, we look back into the halls of time and all our wave incarnations since the beginning of time from the heart of the One Most High. And I would like for you to say, yes, I am forgiving all souls, all activities in my past lives. And yes, I ask all souls in my past lives to please forgive me. And yes, I am forgiving all wave soul particles, beings in this life. And I ask all life to forgive me. And as we say this, imagine being in the ocean or a lake of your comfort. And imagine that each wave is a form of life in the ocean of love, in the ocean of creation, in the lake of unlimited possibilities. As you sometimes just sit on the side of the ocean or sit in the side of a lake, or imagine being in a canoe or being in a rubber life raft, just imagine saying, I am forgiving all waves in the lake or ocean of life. And yes, I am all life forgiving me. So I got to answer the door because my visitor forgot her pocketbook. So, Logi, you can impromptu while I ring the buzzer to let them come get their pocketbook.
Okay.
Let her come get her pocketbook, to be acoustically correct in these trepidous times.
Okay, great. I'd like to do, I was reading in one of the volumes of the 20-volume work of Saint Germain, where he was saying, and it really blew my mind. I thought, wow. And he said, this is the problem throughout the whole universe: criticism, condemnation, judgment, and blame. And then right after that, in the next paragraph, he goes, and this is the remedy. And this is a decree to help with criticism, condemnation, judgment, and blame, which is the biggest problem in the universe. And here's the decree. Through the invincible, victorious, mighty, unpresent, which I am, and the invincible, victorious hand of the cosmic Christ, I speak directly to all the substance. Excuse me, y'all. I'm running the wrong decree. I am my beloved, I am presence and ascended master's law of forgiveness and the consuming flame of all inharmonious actions and human consciousness that goes into all life everywhere on this earth, forgives all discord, forgives everything that is of discord by filling it with and covering over with the body consuming flame and the fiery Christ, blue lightning, indestructible purity that consumes all evil, all lacking limitations, everywhere throughout the world forever. Almighty I am, almighty I am, almighty I am. This is the decree. And what blew my mind, he says, as you do this criticism, condemnation, judgment, and blame, the remedy for this is say the law of forgiveness. And this pulls it back. So you don't have to experience the karma of of these negative things that we say about other people. I'm back with you, my brother.
Yeah, okay, I'm back. So, in the name of love, we ask for our ascended master, big brothers and sisters. Lodgy already called on Saint Germain, and I always like to give him the acknowledgement of being the gatekeeper of Mount Shasta in Northern California. I also want to invite all of us invite the latest Christ born in the Congo, Simeon Toko, who rose up an army of muscle-bound, bulletproof black angels, chased the terrorist Belgians out of the Congo, turned over the tanks, heavy guns, artillery, but you won't read it in the daily news, the New York Times, Time Magazine, news that you never hear other than like we share. I'd like to invite Ascended Master Sheikh Amadou Bamba from the country of Senegal, Sheikh Bafal, to be with us on the platform. Enoch, the Ethiopian, who ascended into the heavens. And Enoch was a grandfather of, who was a grandfather of?
Noah.
Noah. Was it Noah?
I think so.
Yeah, it was a grandfather of Noah. So if Enoch is Ethiopian family and he's the grandfather of Noah, hello, just imagine putting that together.
Dig that.
All right. So we welcome you, invite you to be on the platform tonight, because ultimately in the kingdom of plants, the only true colors are those of our auras, our soul, and our psyche, and how we navigate through the waters of life. But just to bring balance in this imbalance of the limited spectrum of light, we just got to get some facts straight. In the light spectrum of less than 0.003 of the total spectrum of light in existence. I'd like to invite Angel of Healing, Archangel Raphael, Angel of Strength, Archangel Gabriel, Angel of Knowledge and Enlightenment, Archangel Uriel.
You watching?
Welcome to be on the platform,
What you watching?
acknowledging the Buddhas, Krishnas, all the ascended masters of antiquity, ascended masters of Atlantis, ascended masters of India, ascended masters of China, ascended masters of Lemuria. We welcome you onto the platform. Ascended masters from the star system, Orion, Sirius star system, Palladian star system. We ask for divine intervention upon the surface leadership and the surface consciousness of the masses of population of the earth to align with their divinity, so that we can have a spaceship planet spinning in tranquility and in harmony. May we also, and this is the first time, but this came about from Miss Bliss and Diana, let us also send healing prayers to the angels who have fell, to the fallen angels wherever they may be. We are sending
be on the top of the
healing, love, and light, so that you might rise into the velocity of love supreme. We say to all forms of life, human and non-human, I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And we are forgiving all life, and we ask all life to forgive us. And with that being said, we ask angelic realms of Archangel Uriel, Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, Archangel Metatron to heal and assist angels that may have fell from grace. May they rise back with grace as we rise from falling on one knee May they rise back into supreme ecstasy of their nuke poo nuke. I am that I am. And we say, Ashe, Mahalo, Dunada, Wado. Amen. Amen. Okay,
Hmm. So we
that's
got
great.
someone here that we prayed for that had success for money. So Nicole's House of Wellness. I wanted to inform the tribe. I had an unexpected check come in on Saturday. Thank you for your prayers.
Ashe, Aho.
Oh, yeah,
Adonadal.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, right?
yeah, nice,
So true, so true.
very nice.
Oh, this is some powerful stuff we doing, family. This is powerful, powerful. Acoustical elevation with the magic of our hearts. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So what is it that makes prayer so powerful? Is it the words? Is it just the statement itself? Is it the person who's saying the prayer? Is it because it's a collection of people? Is it belief in prayer? What is it exactly? Because I know some mothers who pray for their children, and so the children don't even know that the mothers are praying for them, but the prayers work. So what is it about prayer that makes it so powerful that it works?
I like to take that first. Logi, and you can follow up. I like what Lester Loving says. High frequency has dominion over low frequency. So what is higher than the frequency of a mother being concerned about their child, the safety of their child? And when a mother or a father call on celestial forces to direct their momentum of magic by calling on Archangel Michael to surround your child before they go out the door. Family, it makes a difference. Every time I get on my bicycle to ride out there into the streets amongst 2-ton cars and multi-ton trucks and buses, I am riding my bike in faith. I imagine a shield of protection surrounding me like a cloud of magnificent divine light. And we can do this while we drive in our cars. We can do this when we are whatever navigating through concrete jungles, through forests, mountains, trees, tropics, wherever you may be. Always have your deflector shields up because you never know who or what circumstances in this savage planet that we're living in and uncultivated souls, we want to have our children protected, our wives, girlfriends, our brothers and husbands and nephews and cousins and aunties and uncles. And being that we are divine beings, we, as Psalms 82:6 say, ye are gods, and Luke 17:21 say, lo and behold, the kingdom of heaven is within you. That magic is in, according to the teachings of the I Am discourses. Where's that magic at, Brother Logi?
That magic is in you.
Yep.
I think to answer Miss Bliss's question, everything that you said, I think, is that power. And the more people that are praying for the same thing, the more help we get for the same thing. You know, if we prayed every day, if everyone prayed every day for a world of peace, we would have that, or some measure of it until we got it in full measure.
Right.
And then in every cell of the body, family, each cell generates, according to today's technology, and the ones who've shared this is on YouTube is Dr. Bruce Lipton, who used to be a a professor at medical schools, also shared by Billy Carson, also shared by other notable speakers. Every cell generates zero point 0.7 volts of electricity. That's close enough to say each cell in your body generates 1 volt. So we're just doing a rounding off. 1 volt of electricity times several trillion cells in your body. That means you have more potential electrical magnetic energy in your body than any thunderstorm that has ever came throughout the world. And your heart being highly magnetic combined with the electrical focus of your awareness, you can literally change the holographic reality of things to come or the present circumstance. So you can change the frequency. Say like you get a bad vibe before you walk out the door. You create a different reality because all my empathic brothers and sisters in the audience, when you pick up a vibe from a person or a location, that it's not just meant for you to pick up a vibe. It's your karmic duty to change the course, like a musician hearing a note that is off, and the musician can follow up with an acoustical, elevating, harmonious series of tones, pitches to align our reality into the divine. And the more you flex, the more you build neural pathways because repetition, persistence, and patience is more than being a genius. So, persistence and patience, you develop neuromuscular pathways for acoustical invocations, mental projections. You literally develop a electrical wiring, a pipeline of miracles from your heart, from your I am that lives in your heart. You develop a nervous system of superconducting pathways. You know, you hear about people talking about melanin this and melanin that. We all have melanin because we're carbon-based life forms. But unless you apply, it's the application, the integration of knowledge into everyday activity. As if you see a small child or an elderly person trip and fall, you just don't stand there and pray and pull out your cell phone and videotape.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
asinine. Your prayer is catching the child. Your prayer is assisting an individual. Your prayer, if you learned CPR or Heimlich maneuver, your prayer is getting rid of that chunk of steak that got stuck in the person's throat and they're choking. That's a prayer. It's not just acoustical, it is physical, it is muscular, it is neuromuscular. To pray by your living actions, by walking barefoot amongst the dirt and the sand, to literally greet each other. Over here in Brooklyn, we greet each other. Brothers be greeting each other saying blessings, blessings, blessings. That's a prayer. Just a nod, even as strangers. You know, I'm acknowledging the divine in me is acknowledging the divine in you. Especially, and the people I notice who's the most real hang out at the liquor store. You know, they hang out in front of the liquor store. So I ride past, blessings, brother. They be like, peace and blessings, you know, of all different origins, because we have no more time for being pretentious. Life is very fragile. That's what I want to share. What else is y'all go ahead and talk about what is prayer? Give us an example. Lodge, you do it.
Okay, I was just gonna say Miss Bliss because y'all always hearing me. I like to hear Miss Bliss a little bit.
I think prayer is everything that you guys just said. And we have Sharice Bailey who just mentioned that prayer is your intent and your energy. So we all can use our energy and our positive intentions and focus on that being or that situation that we're trying to pray for. So it's a sense of sending that energy and focusing on it, thinking on it, and processing that information towards it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was very well said. Makes me think of when you have plants in your house, family. You have like plants in your bedroom, in your living room, in your office. Those plants are connected to the plant kingdom of the entire earth. So you can literally ask your snake plant. I got a snake plant in this window, and the snake plant or any plants, if you tune into them, you greet them with peace and love. You can ask the plant to assist you in your prayers. Right, y'all?
Yes, you can
Listen,
even ask the plant if it's needing anything, more sun, more water, less water. You can communicate with the plant because the plant is alive.
yeah, my plant just told me it needs some water, the one sitting on the top of the air conditioner. So I was like,
See?
oh, yeah, see, I got to hook them up, you
It
know,
is life.
because life is all around us. Everything is alive. The rocks in the street. I remember reading Indigenous brothers say, you got to ask a rock before you remove it, pick it up and hijack it from being in the dirt if it wants to ride with you. So what I did, I saw this nice, look like a river rock, it was sitting outside of a building, sitting outside of a house, and the tree was there, and I saw this nice looking rock, and I picked it up, and then I said, let me ask this rock if you want to come with me. I said, hey, spirit of the rock, you want to come with me? And the rock said, put me back. I want to stay right here. I'm happy right here. So I put the rock back down. And then I asked the little rock, I said, well, you want to come hang out with me? And the little rock was like, yeah, let's go. All right. So
You know, it's so funny that you said that. You know what I learned when I was in Texas, and I was on this land, this farm where we were doing training, and I wanted to take a rock with me because I was going to practice alchemy with that particular rock. And I found out that if you're going to take a rock or anything from that land, that you should then replace it with an offering. And the particular offering I was told to bring was mapacho.
Yeah. Let them know what mapacho is if they don't know, Bliss.
Mapacho is a tobacco.
Yeah.
It's not the same tobacco that you would find in cigarettes. It's a tobacco that's used in ceremonies. It's a spiritual tobacco that connects you to the spirit. And it's actually something that the Native Americans or indigenous people used many, many, many years ago, prior to the Europeans arriving here. And when the Europeans arrived here, they saw this tobacco that at that time wasn't bad for us. It wasn't anything that was negative or any side effects or anything like that. It actually could give us energy. And they started to change the ingredients of it. And then we had cigarettes of which they were adding sugar and all these other things in there that was not good for us. And so gradually over time, we stopped using the mapacho, which was good for us, and we gravitated more towards cigarettes. And now today, most of us don't even know what mapacho is, let alone use it for any ceremonies or any purpose at all.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And often they would sit around and smoke mapacho and tell stories to the children because it was a spiritual ceremony. So smoking mapacho and telling stories to the children, myths to the children.
And that makes me think of our folks down south, Logi, where they be chewing tobacco while they're on the porch, sitting up on the the rocking chair that's connected by chains to the roof, to the porch ceiling.
Yeah.
And then I remember my Aunt Maggie would be chewing tobacco and that brown spit. That was some nasty looking stuff, but
Yeah.
she was, they would go in meditation chewing tobacco. Now, my favorite thing to share with you, family, is there's two types of tobacco. The ones in cigarettes is called cultivated tobacco, Nicotiana tabacum, and that means cultivated. But the mapacho that Bliss is talking about is Nicotiana rustica. Rustic means wild. And wild tobacco is 50 times more potent than cultivated tobacco. So when you're doing any form of entheogenic ceremonies, it's always good to have some tobacco so you can pass the tobacco over the person's body the same way, especially after you did your prayers or doing prayers, you burn the tobacco. And if you don't have a bundle of wild tobacco, Nicotiana rustica, you can use a cigar and light the cigar and blow some of the smoke over a person's aura to clear the path, um, so that the messages and the transmission and the sending of the prayers and the receiving of the messages come through easier. So tobacco is used throughout the world for the purpose of being like a spiritual herbal conduit, a pipeline that you can literally communicate more through. I just want to share that with you. You know what, Bliss? Next time we do a ceremony, let's bring some mapacho. Let's have some.
Yeah, and you know what I wanted to say? Do you remember when we were at one of the Wachuma ceremonies and we were inside of the tent and Oswald was working with the mapacho? Do you remember what was happening?
No, I think I had my eyes closed. What happened?
You were the one who actually noticed it. So I'm going to remind you. So he was, when we're doing the Wachuma ceremony, Oswald, he'll roll the tobacco and he'll start preparing it and they'll smoke it. So sometimes if he's rolling it and he's, doing all of this, you would see portals activating. You could actually see things like, it's almost like magic activating, like, sparks and numbers and geometric symbols, and it's coming directly from the tobacco, from the mapacho. Do you remember that now?
I remember. Now,
yeah.
Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, now I remember. And you know what, family? We're going to share with you something else to I'm going to share with the folks tonight. I'm going to share with you how to muscle test so that you can get a personal relationship with ascended masters that we called today onto this show, so that you just won't have a belief that they exist. You will have a direct experience. If y'all want to learn how to do that tonight, put it in the chat. Put it in the comment section that y'all would like to learn how to communicate with ascended masters like Saint Germain, Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba, Sheikh Igbafal, Simeon Toko, Enoch the Ethiopian, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel. If y'all want to talk with them, I'm gonna show you how to talk with them. We're gonna do that tonight. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's do it. So the first thing you need to do, family, I want y'all to go get something like a weight. If you have a gallon of water or a gallon of juice, I want y'all to go right now. We'll wait for you. Go right now and get your gallon of juice or your gallon of water, because you're going to see that ascended masters and angels and spirit guides, they have voltage, higher voltage than we have, because we can communicate with them, and if we ask them to connect to us, they'll increase voltage, and when you have increased voltage, you have more muscle strength. So go get your weights or go get a heavy crystal, and I'm going to reach over here and use my heavy crystal. No, wait, I got a weight right here. All right, so
can you pass me that crystal and a weight?
Okay, this is 10 pounds with a 5-pound magnet.
I want this crystal.
Okay,
and one of them weights.
I'm gonna wait for y'all to get your weights.
We got a crystal.
You want
right
5-pound weight or piece weight?
That one, the big one.
Now the way muscle testing works, family, and we're going to get to the healing request.
Thank you, my love.
After we do this, but the way this works, okay? Yeah. Now, What Laji just did? Now, Laji, open your left hand. Open your left hand and ask Saint Germain to hold your hand so you can feel that he's real, and try lifting that same weight while you open your hand.
Beloved Saint Germain, I request you to hold my hand so I feel the power of you.
Okay? And then say, all right, Saint Germain, let go of my hand so I can have a comparison.
Yeah, okay. Beloved Saint Germain, let go of my hand so I can have a comparison.
Y'all see the difference, family? You see the difference, Bliss? And then,
Yes.
and then say, now, brother man, you know, say, brother man, Saint Germain, hold my hand again, bro. Let me make sure so I can get my monkey mind right.
I really want to do that. Okay, beloved Saint Germain, please let me feel the difference. Truly feel the difference. Hold my hand, please, so I may feel your power.
Y'all see that? Yo, don't be showing off, Laji.
Damn.
We saw that.
I guess it
We could
is.
see that.
Oh, you can't say I guess.
And then, family, take your time right now and ask one of the ascended masters, Yeshua, Mother Mary, Saint Germain, Shekama Dubamba, Simeon Toko. First, try lifting without. I'll do it too. I'm going to do it right now. Let me just bend my. This is an excellent exercise, and you can build all sorts of magic. All right, so I'm going to lift this a little bit with just my two thumbs. Okay, now I'm going to ask Simeon Toko, could you put your hands on my shoulders so I can feel that you're real, please? Thank you, Simeon Toko. All right, Simeon Toko, please take your hands off my shoulders so I can lift by myself. And it's a lot of fun, family. It's a lot of fun. Go ahead and try it. We'll wait for you. We'll give you a couple minutes. We'll wait for you.
Oh, I need to. I want to try with the crystal in my hand. See how that works. Okay. Crystal, transform all your power and energy into my left hand, so it may go into my right to lift this weight. On the command now.
Does it seem easier to you?
Yeah, it does.
Now and then compare it without. Say, Crystal, disconnect from me.
Yeah, Crystal, disconnect. Crap. Am I faking?
You see the difference, family? This is some
I
real
feel the
science
difference.
right here. And then ask the crystal again. Connect to me again, because our limited outer awareness needs convincing.
Crystal, connect with me again. Transfer your power to me to lift this weight. Wow.
Damn.
That is interesting.
Yeah. And family, remember, crystals,
You gotta watch that after.
you gotta talk to them. You just can't have a bunch of crystals laying around your house and saying, "Oh, I got a crystal. Yeah, I got a crystal sitting up on that shelf." No, you got to talk to them. Say, hey, listen, Crystal, you know, connect with me. Talk to me. Tell me, whatever. It's just what Logi did. That was amazing. All right. Now let's take it to another level. Let's say you want to have, I'm gonna use that church description. If you want to have a personal relationship with ascended masters, I'll share with you one of the methods to convince and to connect. All right. What you do is you get your weight. I got my weight, right? Now, this time I'm going to ask Saint Germain. Saint Germain. First, I'm gonna just lift this just to feel the weight. 2 thumbs. All right. Saint Germain, can you please connect with me by placing your hands on my shoulder, please? Okay. Got it. Thank you. Now take your hands off my shoulders. And with practice, family, especially if you have a clean diet, if you don't have any meat in your diet, it's easier to talk to ascended masters because animal vibrations slow the connection with angels and ascended masters. That's why Nikola Tesla was a vegetarian. Not that he was so compassionate, but even though he was, but meat slows your spiritual vibrations. So the next thing you do, and you can practice, and here it is, Saint Germain, show me, put your hands on my shoulders and show me your yes answer. Thank you. Now, Saint Germain, could you please show me your no answer? Put your hands on my shoulder, please, and show me your no answer. Now it feels heavy. Thank you, Saint Germain. And you can do this, family. You can do this with ascended masters. If you ask them humbly, they will. You can develop. That's how you develop a yes answer, a no answer with ascended masters and angels. You can do the same thing with Archangel Michael, Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Uriel, Archangel Metatron. Laji, try connecting with Bliss. You got any weights around you?
What would I be doing with weights, Rising Sun?
Keeping it tight day and night. Shoot, what you talking about? So who want to try? You want to try, Bliss?
Wait, someone wants to know. Slim Diesel, no fish. Fish is actually a meat. So you would consider meat anything that has eyes and a mouth. That's considered that something that's alive, and that's fish. So no fish. If you're vegan, just your fruits and your vegetables. There are a few pastas that you can eat as long as it's something that accommodates like and good alkaline diet. So no fish.
And I'm gonna tell you why. You take enough mushrooms, right? Family, you take enough mushrooms or some ayahuasca, and you can ask the fish to come to you. The turkey kingdom, the chicken kingdom come to you and say, hey man, come on over here. I want to talk with you. How you feel about us eating you up? And man, you will get answers. Because I remember doing a mushroom meditation by myself, Miss Bliss. The turkeys came, the chickens came, the fish came, and you know what they said to me? Hey, we your brothers. We love you. Why are you eating us? Because I used to I could put away some fish. You hear me? I go right down here to this corner spot, that Muslim all day chicken, all day breakfast spot. Yeah. And they would spice up the fish like nobody's business. You hear me? These African brothers, they knew how to make some Southern style fried fish. And I got to swallow my saliva just then because I have a memory, And after they had told me about it in the meditation, I was like, okay, man, I want, I can't do y'all like that. I am so sorry. And I know that in the either Magic Presence or the Unveiled Mystery, they speak about, eating animals because they feel emotional pain and rage. They have sexual appetites that are like nobody's business. So if you want to cultivate your sexual energy, you can't be eating a steak and feeling the sexual steak or the passion of a bull or a cow. Or a goat, or because they're on a certain frequency, and what we're doing is we want to rise up to an elevated frequency, and it makes it easier to communicate with ascended masters and angels to the point that you can get recipes, family, from angels and ascended masters in whatever area of life you want clearance or clarity upon. I'm sharing with you something. This is heavy. This is heavy. I'm thinking of God bless Dr. Moore. He used to say, it's heavy. It's heavy. This is heavy. You know, but you can literally get yes, just keep practicing doing it. Yes and the no answers. And you will literally, family, develop a communication line. And when you go to sleep at night, the next day you try that same communication with the ascended master, because overnight you will literally have a pipeline of nerves and neurons built overnight that'll make it easier for you to talk to angels, ascended masters effortlessly. All right.
And I want to say that when you are 100% away from the meat and you're vegan, your body will not smell. You can go out, you can play your sports, you can do whatever you want to do. You will not be funky. That smell comes from the dead meat that you're eating, that you're putting inside of your body. And I personally experienced this. I noticed that when I was no longer eating the fish, I was like, what? I don't even need the deodorant. The most I might need in the summertime, and it's mostly in the summertime, is you can put like a little bit of lime underneath your arm, and you good to go. You good to. Some people use I think it's baking soda. Some people use, but that funky smell, and not to mention under your arms, that other area where you have hair on your body, and I ain't talking about this area. It's a lower area. That, ladies, you want it to smell like flowers. That's all I got to say. Like flowers. Laji, I know you know what I'm talking about.
Definitely. I definitely like to veggie back on that, because I've been trying to do a fast, and I'd get 7 days in and this and that. And I don't know how I got in this cattywampus state. And my son is here. He buys meat. We was doing fine. Ate a little bit of chicken. Ate some shrimps, and that's basically it. And like I started to smell. We talking about just a week. I didn't use on the road. I'm smelling and I'm like, dang, is that me? You know. So I guess the expression is, this is what happened to your body when you nourish it with the carcasses of dead animals. Mm-hmm. You start smelling like a dead animal.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I just did. I just contacted Salika, family, Bliss, Laji, and she's gonna come on in a few minutes and tell you what the sperm is like on a meat-eating man versus a vegetarian. Mm-hmm. Okay, she'll be right back.
Oh, they're talking.
Anytime someone has a question, what happens? This is Awaken Videos of 2023. What happens to you when you're sleeping and you hear a zing sound and your body feels so heavy that it can't move, and your soul spirit feel like it's leaving your body and you feel like you can't breathe?
Happens to everyone.
It happens to everybody. It's called sleep. It's not. It's not.
That's
sleep
out of body travel. That's out of body travel. I was out of body last night.
That's how you do it. In fact, when I was
awesome.
I was in a group called Astral Hollow, and in the Astral Hollow, we was sciencing how to get out of our body. What he's talking about is sleep paralysis, where you're awake but the body is still asleep. This is the easiest way to get out of your body if you want to learn how to cosmic project, or not astral project. You want to go to the etheric realms. You want to pass the astral realm and go to the etheric realm. This is the way out. You just, as you feel this experience, like you're trapped, you can't move, but you can think. Just say to your God self, Lord, I'm moving out. I'm moving out. I'm out of the body. I'm out. And just let yourself slip right out. It's the perfect time to get out of your body. It's the perfect time to be able to get out of your body. And if you keep practicing, you'll be able to get out of your body like that at will, anytime. Ladies, but the trick is not to land in the astral plane. You don't want to be there. That's not a good place. You want to move to the etheric plane.
I'm gonna share last night, y'all. I see people posting about you don't want to be eating um pork, uh, one of the or processed turkey bacon and eating these meats, and then you have that toxic smell come through your skin, and then you try to cover it up with some deodorant or some oils, because I'm gonna tell you, it still comes through.
Oh yeah.
And the beauty, you ever smell? Well, I know Bliss knows because she's a mom. You ever smell what a baby smells like?
Yes.
The smell of
Yes.
a baby.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you ever smell what old folks smell like?
Mhm.
Yes.
They got an old folks smell, and that's way different from a baby.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And and those of you who float out your body, just ask before you go to sleep. Ask Archangel Michael, please protect me while I'm flying out of my body. Or I am divinely protected. Yes, I am. I was flying last night and it was great. I was going up in the trees and then I was floating back down to the ground. And I was like, I did that like I was just like in my groove, just flying around, flying around. It feels so good flying around. You don't know what, Celeste, you don't know what old folks stink? They got an old folks smell, family. There is an old people. If you be around old people, you could smell. They have an old scent.
Yep.
And just recently, I was like, man, I hope I don't ever smell like that. Shit, you know,
You
right?
know what I think it is?
What?
I think it's a combination of many of us don't know how to eat. So over years, over time, all of that comes into our body, into our systems. And in addition to that, a lot of old people are on medicine. And so also a combination of what they're spraying in the sky. So years and years and years of us not doing the best that we can to take care of ourselves, eating the right foods, taking the salt baths, getting the massages, using the proper oils, the proper deodorants, the proper soap, like all of these things combined. And then on top of that, when we get sick, we go to the doctor and then we get these medicines, and that doesn't help the situation any better. So I think it's all of that combined, and they smell.
And you
Yeah.
know what else? Family, listen. A woman, I'm speaking from the male perspective. A woman smells different before she's experienced sex. She has a different aroma. If she's lived a healthy life, she had a good family upbringing, she has a smell of light flowers. She has a floral scent. Logi, go ahead and touch on that. I know you know about that.
You know, it's really deep too, especially with women, because women, as we already know, in their natural state, are purer than men. Women are out. We look at women as our purity, right? We could be disgusting, but we always look at the women to be pure. Now, I raised my daughters right in the ashram, right? So they go into the ashram every week. We're doing our prayers. I read the scriptures to them, like someone was saying earlier. I wanted to bed you back on it. Sitting somewhere, I think it was you, Hank. Yeah, that's my dream, to read the scriptures to the kids and story tell and stuff like that. But if you take a child and you raising them spiritually, you raising them with to be a vegetarian, they will unleash a scent around them. It will be in their room. If it's like my daughter, my youngest daughter, she's like that. She's like that. She goes to the ashram. In fact, she graduated from high school after, she wanted to go back to school after I was doing a homeschool program. So she went to school for the last year, and she graduates on a Friday. She moves into the ashram on a Sunday, or rather a Monday, and one or the other. And she was living that life. So when she come over to the house, if she stay in the room, if she spend the night in the room, it's as if there's some incense burning. So if as long as the child is pure and it's like that, that's what's going to happen. They're going to unleash an aroma from their aura, their effluvia. Shucks. Some people say it can bless you. what I've seen, women, in matter of fact, in the ashram, the women had to be virgins to cook the food, and that gave it another purity, another love, another nourishing quality. So what we put in our body definitely manifests. And it's not that I didn't know it before, but if I eat meat, my body wasn't designed to eat meat, and I would get boils if I eat meat. So I don't know why I went back doing it. This is like a stupid thing, but it's over now, and I'm free again. Anyway, that was supposed to be humor. And nonetheless, without a doubt, that if you're eating right and you're living right and you're thinking, meditating, chanting, praying, and all like that, why wouldn't you give off a holy scent?
And let me tell you, ladies, brothers, this is real. Pineapples will make you smell wonderful.
Really?
I don't know. I know it works for sisters, but you would have
Yeah,
to list if it works for brothers.
For the women, yes, they will be. It actually makes them taste sweet down there.
Shoot, make them
In
taste
that
sweet
other area.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, pineapple, mango. Woo, child. But I remember one time.
I've never heard.
What'd she say? Somebody said, I never what?
Oh, I said to her, you heard that. And so she's JD is in the background.
Oh, okay.
What did she say? I never what?
I didn't say anything.
She stopped herself from saying anything.
Oh, don't be choking it
She
off.
could say something. She's more than welcome.
No. I'm allergic to pineapples. That's all.
Yeah, she said she's allergic to
pineapple. Well, you know what, Jadine? You can always go and get a yoni steam. That helps a lot too.
This happened from a child. I'm Jamaican, born in Jamaica, raised with pineapples, fruits, and all of that. Definitely allergic to pineapples.
They could climb trees and get their fruit.
Climb trees, get the fruit, sit on the roof, eat the fruit, sit in the yard. Definitely allergic to pineapples.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you're not allergic to mangoes.
Allergic to seafood.
No, she's not allergic to mangoes. She was definitely climbing up them trees and getting them mangoes. She was getting them mangoes. Yeah. That's how it was in Hawaii. You just climb up the tree, get some coconuts, chill out.
Mm-hmm.
So I know sisters would tell me that they was planning for a hot date, like, their lover coming from out of town, and they would start, they'd back off the meats, and they would increase the berries, the strawberries, the pineapples, because when they got with their lover, they wanted to taste good to their man. And for brothers, I'm pretty sure it works the same way, because we are literally porous. We're sort of like sponges. That's why I guess SpongeBob is such a hit, because we really like SpongeBob with bones,
I thought. What country was this? These women was doing this, or was this in the 60s and 70s or 50s?
What
you were just saying?
SpongeBob. SpongeBob is a cartoon that's out there now.
You don't know SpongeBob?
I know SpongeBob. I'm just all right.
We are like SpongeBob, because whatever we put in our body, especially if we have a clean colon. And family, let me tell you something else. I know this is Healing Tuesday, but the number of times you eat per day is the same number of times you should go to the bathroom or more.
Yep.
Because if your colon gets backed up, and I have an ex-girlfriend, she's still alive today, God bless her. She would go to the bathroom like once every week or every 2 weeks, but she would eat daily. And she used to like to eat these sausages from down in Miami, those red sausages. And let me tell you, when we would kiss, and we were back in our 20s, it would taste, her mouth would be horrible. I would like, I don't want to kiss you. And she would, her breath would stink. But later on in the years, family, she got colon cancer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it had literally backed up in the colon and started fermenting in her colon, and it eventually became cancer. So you gotta, if you can't do pineapples, do mangoes, grapes, make watermelon. Somebody said Kinkaliba have you constantly on the toilet. It's getting rid of what you don't need to carry. Kinkaliba will get back the 6-pack. I'm working on that myself, because summertime's around the corner. We want to trim it down. we don't need extra weight, because when it's hot, who needs extra weight when it's hot? Unless you got AC and you chilling. But oh, you see that Melanin Dawn said, Bliss?
Yes,
Look at
my
that.
grandmother got colon cancer from eating hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Careful what you eat, family. Actually, isn't hot dogs like a combination of old meat that is not used and a bunch of other ingredients?
Everything they
Chemical?
can't sell, they put in hot dogs and hamburgers.
They even had found gorillas that had died at the zoo up in the Bronx, that they had found them decapitated, and they found gorillas in the hot dogs. Even in something called Mickey D's, they're finding human flesh in Mickey D's now.
That's disgusting.
Oh yeah, they've been doing that. They've been putting fetus, the aborted fetus, in Mickey D's and all kind of stuff. I mean, it's so the things they're doing is so right in our face, and they're telling us about it. It's amazing. It's amazing that we haven't got hip to it yet.
Yeah. But the beautiful thing about our bodies, family, like I said, we like SpongeBob, and we want to clean your colon. I learned from Muhammad Ali's nutritionist, Dave Jones. His name is Dr. Imhotep now. He said, take a quart of prune juice and put it in the refrigerator. Get it in the morning and put it in the refrigerator, because we're talking about remedies. Put a quart of prune juice in the refrigerator just to chill it. And around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, start drinking the whole quart of prune juice, and make sure you stay home that night. Because the first time I did it, I drank it around 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I woke up like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I could feel like something was trying to move through me, like my stomach, my colon was like I was getting reamed out of my colon. And you talk about a flush. There was stuff coming out of me that was like, damn!
Burning hot.
Somebody asked, what's the best way to clean your system? And I would say to them, get a colonic. You really want to heavy duty clean out your colon, get a colonic. In fact, if you could take 5 colonics once a week for 5 weeks, or once a day for 5 straight days, you would see the difference, and it would be all over you. Your face, your body, you'll be glowing. Most people have 35 pounds of feces stuck to their colon. Some of it's been there since they've been 5 years old.
Where's that book?
Yeah, I got
5 years old when their parents started to feed them all of those foods.
Yeah.
All of those toxic foods.
Yeah.
All of the parasites in their body started to accumulate, and we wonder why we crazy right now. Oh wait, somebody got a question. What is a colony? Can you explain that?
It's a colonic.
You said colonic, right? You said colonic.
Colonic.
Yeah.
A colonic
I didn't hear you.
A colonic is like an irrigation of your. In fact, they call it colonic irrigations. It cleans out all the feces in your colon. If you got a good colonic irrigationist, or therapist, I should say, they'll put like castor oil on your abdominal area, and they'll massage it too. They'll massage it as they take the warm water, and they got like a 5-gallon tank of water like this, and they'll do 2 or 3 of those gallons through your system while it just flushes out all the feces. Sometimes some of the feces have been there since you were 5 years old. Some people actually cry, and some have like an emotional experience behind having all of this. A lot of it is trauma stuck inside the colons. So this is also part of the shadow work. Clean out the feces that have been stuck inside your colon that's feeding you these emotions all the time. Sometimes they'll get hard as rocks, as literally hard as concrete. And then if you don't clean out your colon, it could get stuck down in the cecum area, or I should say in the appendix area, and cause appendicitis. So meat does this often. It gets like a little chunk. It doesn't get released. Of course, you don't have a good bowel movement, and it gets stuck like glue to the colonic wall with the mucus. Dries up, stay there for decades.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a colonic irrigations would be one of the fastest and best detoxifications you could have.
Elijah, I know this. You can handle this. You and Bliss can handle this because I'm opening up my tea from coconut. I mean, my soup from coconut Rob. Y'all got me thinking about some soup.
You want to start, Laji, on this question? Can you see it?
Oh yeah. So I saw it. Does the teas? I'll read it out loud. Does the teas and supplements like Haritaki and Kinkoliba tea classify as detox, or is the colonic in a different class as far as detoxification goes? Colonic is definitely in a different class as far as detoxification goes, because it will go in there and take out things. I'm telling you, you may have an emotional experience after doing a really thorough colonic. If you find yourself sick, I mean, really, really sick, like with the flu, or just really, especially after Christmas time when people get sick from eating all the food that we eat, dead animals, dairy, this, that, and the other. You do a colonic after that time when you're sick, believe me, the next day you'll be well. That's how powerful the colonics are. Pulling out all that, it is definitely the highest level of detoxification that you could implement. And then as far as all of the Haritaki and Kaliba and all like this, all of that works with the colonic irrigation really, really well. Like the day before, the day after, all of that. Also, there's 3 the Sony products that you can get in the vitamin shop. Sony 2, Sony 9, and Sony 7. One is like Cascada Sagrada. The other is Priscillium Husk, and the other is volcanic ash. And what it does, it goes inside the colon, and it has the ability to just cling to the colon wall, and it like lets unglues the feces that are stuck to the colon wall. It like unglues them from that position, and you can release them. And when they come out of your body, you can see they're the shape. The feces are the shape of the colon. So the colonic irrigation is great, and those Sony products 2, 9, and 7 are great for cleaning out the colon.
Yes, yes.
Kinkoliba, Brother Brooks. Kinkoliba, I drink it throughout the day with Gayusa. We did a show, Bliss and I, last week. Was it last Monday, right, Bliss?
Yes.
We did a show about the benefit of Kinkoliba and Gayusa. It's an antioxidant, and it will clean your system. And you want to make it a way of life. You just don't want to do it for a hot date.
Right.
You just want to be feeling lighter, stronger, and better when you want to move about, because meat makes you heavy.
Yeah.
And some of the strongest animals in nature are vegetarians.
Yep. Brother wants to know where he can get the Sony products. You can get all those products from the vitamin shop.
Nice. And I just want to veggie back off of what Laji was saying about the colonic. So the colonic is like a thorough, deep cleanse, removing. So this is your colon, right? And so you have the wall here. So it's removing what's here, and it's cleaning those walls, everything off of those walls. So when you take the Kinkoliba tea, the Gayuska tea, and all of the herbs, the maca, the ashwagandha, those are maintenance herbs. Those are maintenance teas to maintain what you just cleaned and just keep it in good standing order along with the rest of your organs as you live the rest of your days. So I just wanted to make sure, because you're not going to get a colonic every day, so I guess, Laji, maybe you can explain a little bit more about the process of a colonic and maybe how often one should do it, or maybe it's depending on their diet.
I would think that, at the minimum twice a year, you could do one every season, which wouldn't be bad. Then you could do that series of colonics, like once a week for 5 weeks, or once a day for 5 days if you have the money. You will feel the results like you never did before. Even fasting is, if you can fast while you're doing a colonic too, man, you're talking about really purifying. If you did 4 colonics a year, I would try to find a good colonic therapist though, because some just hook you up to a machine and leave you. Some, you want somebody that's in the mix. A really good colonic therapist is going to massage your abdomen. They're going to put castor oil on it. They're going to massage you. You will definitely feel a major difference. And every time you go, the average person has a pencil, like this is my pinky, I'm showing. That's like Miss Bliss showed you how the colonic looks, the colon looks. Do me a favor. Can you give me one of my colonic books? It's on the bottom shelf. They show you how the colon looks, right? But you only have a pencil width of space in there. It's like that much space, or the width of a pencil. All the rest of your colon is clogged with feces that's been there oftentimes for decades. So the colonic on the bottom on that side. So the colonic irrigation, it gets in there, it strips the stuff off of the walls. And if you could do the Sony products before you do the colonic, it would really be helpful, because the volcanic ash, which goes behind the colon, you know, it gets right to the wall itself. Whatever reason it does, it just gets to that wall and loosens up all those feces that are stuck with mucus on your colon. And you'll feel the difference. And if you can get it all out, you'll probably be 35 pounds lighter.
And feel 35 years old, depending on, probably younger than that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
more
it is
energized.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
Okay.
This is some great information, family. And you can also, with that same muscle test, while Ladi and Bliss was sharing the info, I was checking my.
That's one. Bring me that one while you look for the others.
Go ahead, Ladi. I
got a book that shows you how, you know, how deep these. Thank you, my love. And they got pictures in there. How deep. Most of us are suffering from diverticulitis, or will be suffering from it sooner or later. But this book has colored pictures, and I had it a long time, so forgive how beat up it is. This book has colored pictures. Now this is just how your feet look with all these feces fermenting in your colon.
You want to zoom in on that? Hold on. How do you?
I got more.
Get them in there to zoom in on that, Rising Sun. Thank you. Ooh, what is that, Ladi?
That's from dead animals, and that's from your colon being eating dead animals, and your colon being contaminated with feces that is not getting out of your system. This is some of the stuff that's in your system. Now, this is some of the feces in your system, and depending on how it looks, you can tell what type of disease you're working on. Ain't that deep? And I know I'm showing you're not getting a chance to look at them really, really, but this is what's in our colons, y'all. Imagine 35 pounds of that. Look at how you see the shape of this one right here. Or matter of fact, all of them. All of this. Let me go over this. That's how destroyed that person's colon is. These are feces inside the colon. And that's how, you know, it's suffering from diverticulitis and various others. Okay, let me get this. This is how this person's colon looks. Right there. Lord. That's how it looks. That's a sad situation, because your colon would turn into a brain once you become fully realized, once you attain ascension. These are the feces that's in our body on the various levels. This is what we got inside our body. And this is what's bringing disease to us. Now, consider this. If that is what's surrounding your colon, you only have a pencil width worth of space for the feces to pass through. My wife is looking for another book. Oh, and I got a chart on this too. Well, that's a good one, but it doesn't have colored pictures in it. But imagine this. You get arteries and veins that are attached to your colon all around it, which takes the nourishment that's in the colon, you know, on the last stage of the metabolic process. It's pulling out all the nourishments in the last stage of digestion. What we're not realizing is those blood vessels, arteries and capillaries and so forth and so on are attached to the outside of the colon. It has to pull the nourishment from the inside of the colon, where there is about an inch around thick of shit. So all our nourishment that's going to come into our body in this stage of digestion has to go through an inch of shit, then go into the blood system. This, of course, speeds up disease and death, shortens our life. So if we could keep a clean colon that's healthy without feces stuck to it, we'd live longer, we'd be healthier, we'd look younger, we'd feel better, all like this. But the food that we're eating, see, they know this. They've been doing this for millennia. They do this in other worlds, and they've been running this planet for millions and millions and millions of years. So they know just what to do to get rid of us and bring in a new batch of sapiens, Homo sapiens or whatever. But if we can keep that colon clean. Matter of fact, I was working with this brother named Hanif and he was a producer in Harlem, a movie producer in Harlem. And I was working with him, and we were doing a documentary on AIDS. And they, all the scientists had researched that if you keep a clean colon, you can't even contract AIDS. I thought that was magnificent.
I think most of you are in boxes.
It's in some of the boxes.
Yeah.
This is an old book, but it's just a pamphlet, truly speaking. It's worth getting. Chronic Constipation by Arnold. What is this? Arnold Ehret. Yeah, that's a good book to get. It's should be very. It's $1. It was $1 when I brought it, but who knows when I brought this book?
I think it's there's just one picture in there of your colon.
There's only one picture in there of colon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few books on the colon, and that's the key. It's the key to health, and it's very few people's brain look like. Colon looks like this now. And if the colon is going to become a brain, consider what we're doing to our brain.
Right.
The testes would be a brain, the colon would be a brain, and the medulla oblongata, all of that is a brain. The brain in the head, and this is the brains for the triune self. And I shouldn't say just the colon. All of that intestines will become a brain. One for the doer, one for the thinker, and one for the knower. The knower is in the head, the thinker is in the gut, and the doer is in the testes, ovaries in women. But very few people's colon look this good, what we're seeing on the screen. Very few people. That's a natural colon. Most people are suffering from some form of diverticulitis or some other colon damage from the food that we eat.
And family, this is an easy way. It makes it easier to manifest. Makes it easier.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm bringing on Salika, y'all. Salika, welcome to Magnus Crystals, Pyramids, and Journey to Bliss.
Greetings, sis.
Greetings.
And to bring you up to speed, Salika is she's a healer, massage therapist. She's also a Reiki practitioner. She's also a medium. And what we were talking about, Salika, how diet affects the smell of people. Could you share and give us a little insight on how, in your personal tantric experiences, how men, we're going to talk about men now. We was talking about the Punani before, but this time we're going to get on the men's case. Tell us how a man's diet can affect the way he smells.
Well, it's not just the man, it's men and women in general. You are what you eat. So, eating pork, beef, any kind of meat that kind of gives you a stronger scent or smell. Even the cologne you wear also gives you a scent because it goes through your skin. So the combination of a lot of things that you eat definitely makes a difference. The beer, if you're drinking beer, it gives you a more bitter, acidic smell. And it lingers.
Interesting.
Yeah, it
Beer
lingers
makes
a long
man
time.
bitter?
Yes, it's more bitter. Even in the kissing, the smell is in your hair. It's in your sweat, of course, your sweat glands. Even garlic. My father used to eat a lot of garlic, and it would come through his pores. Didn't matter what he put on. That garlic would come through the pores, even in the summertime. Sometimes you have people that will wear the sneakers and they sweat and their feet start to smell. It smells different from their underarm odor or their hair. If they don't wash their hair for a few days, it absolutely makes a difference. And everybody has a particular scent anyway. They'll knock your body scent. So when they sweat along with their body scent, and if it's not the right foods that they're eating, it definitely makes a difference. You know who they are.
Mm. And heavy meat eaters, what do they smell like? Y'all brothers better listen up, y'all.
They smell like rotten meat. Meat, the first stages of when the meat's sitting out after it's cooked, and it sits out too long, it has a definite odor. I don't eat red meat. I don't like it. I didn't eat it growing up. I have eaten it, but overall, I don't like ground beef. There's a smell to it. I'm originally from upstate New York. Not originally, but I am from Queens, but I moved upstate as a child. And I don't know, I don't see it down here, but they have a lot of butcher boys. That's what they call it, the meats place where you go in and get your meat or whatever. I can't go in there. The smell of it, the dead meat, it just, oof. I mean, I can cook it. And people love my steak. People love the way I cook, but I personally don't like the way it tastes. So there's just something about the taste. It just tastes off to me. And I can eat, lamb and stuff. I don't like lamb. I don't like a lot of the foods because the smell. And then you could smell when you're clean. You can smell when somebody else is unclean in a way. Not that they're dirty. They're just unclean. So when you don't eat that food, you could smell it on somebody very easily. Sometimes you can smell a man because they have a stronger scent. If they've sat in a chair for too long or on a couch too long and they get up and leave, that scent is still there. So it lingers for a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I remember when we were little kids, they used to send us to bed early. And we had those plastic covers on the couches and the chairs in the living room. And you know what we would do? We would get up in the morning and go sniff the couch and smell the different smells, like, oh, they had company last night. And we would, we didn't have I remember we used to just, me and my sister and my brother, we would just sniff the couch, the plastic on the couch. And we could tell, it's like there was company up in here last night because the plastic holds the scent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. Well, so does the fabric. It's live, so it holds the scent.
Laji, someone's looking for you mentioned one of the things they can get at the vitamin shop. They can't find it. How do you spell it for them?
SONI.
SONI. That's the product or the brand? That's the
name of the product.
Herb?
The product is the Cascada Sagrada, the psyllium husk, and the volcanic ash.
Oh, okay. Did you guys get that?
I don't think so. You can look. I might have some in the thing. They're really, really, especially if you've never done it before. Boy, you're in for a surprise.
Stay home.
Wow.
Yeah, stay home. Don't go out.
Do you have a bag of it with you there?
I'm looking to see if I got some in the fridge. I don't think I do, or else I'd have been using it. Jaden, can you look on the door? It wouldn't be that stuff over there. It might be on the door on the refrigerator, but I think I used it all. But I usually have a bottle of the volcanic ash. And I need to get some. I definitely need to get some.
And I'm just gonna show off Salika a little bit. Salika's let's say she's over 25. She can reveal the details if you want, but her lifestyle without heavy meats and meditation. People around your age, what do they say about you, Salika?
They think that I'm in my early 40s. Now, I'll be honest, I'm 58. I'll be 59 in June. And I really have any gray hair. I have 2 children. I don't have any stretch marks. And I'm just as limber and flexible as when I was in my 20s. And I haven't really exercised in about 5-6 years or more. But wow. Yeah, no wrinkles, nothing. I do have some grays now. Been going through a lot in the past year or 2, but yeah, I'm just starting to get them.
Y'all taking notes, family? And what would you say is one of the main things that maintains youthfulness to this Healing Tuesday, Salika?
Oh, I don't consciously, eat a certain diet. I was raised a certain way. We just did eat it. There was 10 of us in the house, so I guess the red meat and stuff was not as available as it could be. I had 5 brothers, and they always ate seconds. They never just ate one plate of food. They always ate seconds. So so there was a budget for us to eat. We ate certain grains and stuff like that. We did have chicken, fish, and turkey, but it wasn't the main substance of what we ate. And we did every year. We did. It was the nastiest. We did a cleaning out. It was called asafoetida, and it was a root that they would buy, and you had to take it for 9 days. It cleans you out of it. Like if you had any worms or anything in your body, we never went to the doctor for anything. We didn't have to. That 9 days was the most disgusting, belching, tasting stuff. It was disgusting. So we had a certain diet. I just lived a certain lifestyle, and I think that had something to do with the genetics as well. And as I got older and got on my own, I kind of stepped out of that, and I wanted to eat a hamburger, Burger King hamburgers. You see the stuff. I didn't really like the texture of it as I got older. I didn't eat it that often anyway. I found that I started getting, certain things that were happening to my body, getting sick and stuff, going to the doctor that I was never doing. So I kind of switched back over to the diet that I grew up with, and well, I don't have any problems. I mean, I don't have any high blood pressure, diabetes. Don't get me wrong. I do get sick, but not to the point where I'm on some medication. I'm not on a medication. I use essential oils for any kind of condition I have. The Young Living is my favorite. I know they have others out there. I don't want to downplay that, but I've been using essential oils since 2009, the Young Living essential oils. And I just try and eat a basic, simple diet. I've never gotten larger than a size 14. I'm the same size I was when I was 16. Yeah, just basic, simple stuff.
Y'all looking at her? All right. I'm gonna tell you, we got some fine looking sisters. Look at Miss Bliss. Look at Miss Bliss. She must do. I think she has strawberries for breakfast. Do you have strawberries?
I do actually.
Oh,
I do.
I had that this morning too.
I eat a lot of fruit and berries for breakfast, and with the quinoa formed like a cereal, like a warm cereal in the morning with my sea moss, with my maca, my ashwagandha, all of those my teas and everything that I let steep overnight. Yeah, for sure. And I do my yoga. I do a little bit of workout too, not too much, not too heavy, because I'm a lady. But yeah, I do my walks in the park. I roller skate. I dance too. I get down with the dancing, y'all.
Let me tell you, Bliss was relaxing in the living room, and she damn near was in a full body split. I was looking at her like, what is this, Miss Gumby sitting up in here? I was like, damn. I mean, and she was all relaxed. It was no big deal to her, but she was almost like a full split.
I can't tell you how important it is for both men and women to maintain flexibility. So when you're doing yoga, and you don't even have to participate in those, crazy positions, just, do the basic yoga positions. Shout out to Gianita. I cannot talk about no yoga without my sister Gianita, who is a yoga instructor. But definitely make sure you do your yoga, you do your workouts, you do your stretches. On top of you eating right, all of this is maintenance for your body. On top of you taking your herbs, doing your colonics, this whole thing, we've been treating our bodies like crap for many, many, many years. And the things that we've done to our bodies is not going to disappear from one colonic, or from one cup of Kinkaliba, or one cup of sea moss, or one day of yoga. This is a lifestyle change that we need to embrace. Lifestyle.
Thank you for sharing that. And just real quick, Awaken videos, I've ran into people that said they're very spooky about crystals, and that's really based on deep ignorance, because your cell phone is running on crystal technology. So if they're going to throw out your crystals, make sure that you throw their cell phones out the window with it. Because the cell phones now are crystal technology. So you say, give me your cell phone. Huh? What? Yeah, your cell phone is crystal. Smash the liquid crystal display. Yeah. Okay. Let's throw that out now.
And your tabletop computers, your PC,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
your laptops, they all want that little chip that's in there. That is a crystal, clear quartz crystal, because that's the way you get the clear quartz watch. They tell the exact time. You can download a lot of information on the clear quartz crystal. So it's in the phones. It's necessary.
Ooh. Wait a minute, G. I need to talk about dating men. I don't know if you guys want to answer this question. If a woman is eating right and she's on her journey, hence journey to bliss, should she be dating a man who's not sort of in the same level, or who's eating meat? He's eating, let's say he's eating steak, pork chops, and then she's eating vegan, taking her teas and doing her colonics. Does that affect her in any way?
Hell yeah, she's gonna start stinking. Go ahead, Salika, tell about it.
You're a mess.
I wouldn't suggest that you stop dating him. I think everybody in their own time, but
don't be nice tonight, Salika.
No,
Let it rip. Because she got wisdom. This Cancerian got some wisdom. I'm gonna tell you right now. Go ahead. Let these let the cheering know. Let them know.
No, I'm just saying, because spiritually, somebody might be connected, but everybody's journey is different. And if he sees her looking beautiful, looking young and vibrant, and he's sluggish and slow, maybe in turn, he'll eventually go that way. But if you dating him and he's doing the meat and stuff, it does have an effect on you. Yeah.
No, just see, you getting all nice about it. Let's talk about the funk. Tell him about the funk of a. Go ahead, get to the funk of it, Salika. Drop it like it's hot.
No, I do that. I mean, yeah. I mean, if he's smelling, and has an odor that's displeasing to her, because people can't smell their own selves sometimes, and they feel that they're fine. But if she just gives him, maybe she should give him a month. Ask him to give her the month to see if he can make that change, to see if he feels okay, if he's missing anything. Because it takes, when you go to change your diet, it's not like an easy, some people do cigarettes cold turkey, but food is a very, it's a process to change it. Because your tongue, if you have a white tongue, you got issues. You got that mucus and stuff, and it sticks, and you're kissing somebody, that's transferring is back and forth. So you got bodily fluids you got to deal with, the top and the bottom. So
he can transfer the toxins
yes.
that he have and the mucus that he has and the acid that he's eating into her body via the mouth. And
yes.
if there's no condom and
yes,
he's spitting,
yes.
so all of that is going into her womb.
Yes.
And so all the cleaning and the cleansing that she's doing,
yes, it's
is
just
null and void.
Exactly. Exactly.
And Salika, tell them about bad luck sperm.
Sometimes, and I read this years ago as a teenager, there are men who have a cold. Women can get a cold in their genital areas, and they don't know it. Men as well. So sometimes when you having sex, some men have green inside their semen, and they don't know it because they're sick down there. Sometimes there's blood in it, and they don't know it. I know where I come from, the drummers used to play the drums, and after the drums were playing it a long time, their first urine, there would be blood coming out of it from playing the vibration of the drums. So when you with a man, the urine and the semen comes out of the same space. For women, it's different. But and then if you are swallowing the those fluids, you don't know what's there. So a man has to check himself and check what they're eating, because it can have an effect on you.
I figure if you can transfer the tiny little seed and create a whole nother human being, we should just figure that when you make love or have sex, right nowadays, have sex, you are transferring everything, and through every orifice, all of your pores in your body, Your eyes, you're even transferring. Of course, the saliva. Of course, all of the semen. If you want to really get a pure man, he has to be celibate for a while. And his semen will start changing colors.
Yeah.
It will take on a golden hue. This is powerful semen.
Yes.
It creates powerful children.
Some doctors found in elderly women in their skull semen.
In their skull.
In their skull, in their head, semen.
Well, that explains the smell, huh, Raz and Son? You was talking about earlier. Was stored in there all them years.
Yeah.
Depends on the pineapples and mangoes.
Yo,
pineapples in the crown chakra, and that's yellow too. So that means maybe all the masters, they're full of pineapples.
I don't know. Shout out to Stacia. I remember Empire. I believe Empire skating ring is closed. There's a skating ring in Brooklyn, in Brownsville, around Pickens Avenue. There's also a brand new skating ring coming in the downtown Brooklyn area. So we got some coming. But me personally, I skate in a school park ever since the pandemic, and I was out there, had the whole park to myself. So there you go. Get your exercise in, y'all. Get your exercise in.
Empire Roller Dome. I used to go there many, many, many decades ago.
The Roller Dome. Lonja, you roller skate? Do you still roller skate?
I used to. That's when I was like 19, and we was having so much fun. It was like, oh man, we used to go there. I think it was Wednesdays. It was the bomb.
Yeah, I noticed now
kids.
They're not really, the children out here today are not getting a lot of exercise. They're playing a lot of video games. They're inside the house on the cell phones, on these apps. And if you have children, family, please get your children out, fresh air, sun, to the beach, have them play some sports, because, I mean, are we supposed to be saying a prayer for the children tonight, by the way, also? Someone said that if we could say a prayer for the children, and for the parents who are taking care of the children.
Cool.
Okay.
Can do.
Oh, they still can't find the Sony.
Oh, go to the vitamin shop. They got it. You can get it online too. Go to the vitaminshop.com.
Or maybe check Amazon. It can't hurt to check Amazon too.
You can check Amazon. They got it too.
Salika, tell that. Talk about when the did you mention and you piggybacked on it, Bliss, as far as a sperm being built up so it goes all the way up into the crown chakra? Let the brothers hear more about that.
No, I was talking in terms of the sperm. If you're doing oral sex, that's where it gets lodged into the skull.
Oh, so the woman has it in a. So that's how the woman can go cray, huh?
Well,
boom! I blew your mind. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Children.
And they said that I just saw a video that said a dentist, they know if a woman that has had oral sex, and they asked how, and they said by the soft tissue and the hitting it, the bruising, this small bruising in the back of the throat.
Wow.
And that sounds like what she did before she went to the dentist.
Well, whatever.
Going there with a mouth all black and blue. That's kind of wild.
I don't know, but that's what the dentist said, that they can tell.
Wow.
Yeah, the body does a lot of telling.
Oh, it does tell a lot of telling.
Yeah.
I remember many years ago, this was many years because I was a teenager, and I met this pimp in the neighborhood. Forget his name, something heavy. Anyway, he told me, he said, I'm a kid, he's in his 30s or something. He said, I got to take my girls to the hospital every now and then. I go, oh, okay. Why? He goes, for vaginititis. I go, I never heard nothing like this. Now I'm about 18. And I go, what is that? He says, for having too many different size penises injected into their womb. I was like, so is
let me tell you.
Yeah.
Vaginititis, the medicine that we have been taking during the shroom ceremony, Syrian rue, helps to cure vaginititis.
Wow.
So ladies, if you feel you're having this problem, Syrian rue can you assist you with that vaginititis. So it's funny you mentioned that.
So for our society, it should be in every corner store right about now, you know, all things being equal.
We're all a work in progress. We're
Yeah.
learning.
But it's like nature talking to us. It's telling us something, you know? That is not the case with men. We don't get diseases from having too many different women we enter into, you know? It's, you know, and it's really interesting to pay attention to nature. Nature is telling us a story that if we listen to it, it's really great, you know, and it takes us someplace. It takes us to God. But when we don't listen to it, we forget what we used to know.
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, wow. All right. Y'all ready for the prayers? The rest of the prayers?
Yeah, I want to thank you for everyone. Thank you, Salika. Thank you, Laji. Thank you, Bliss. Thank you, audience, for participating, because this conversation needed to happen. Because how effective are our collective prayers going to be on somebody whose colon is all compacted and they haven't taken a dump in 3 weeks? Think about it. So
no, you work out, you do not need to eat meat. Eating meat is not a requirement.
That's right.
Yeah, it's you do not. I know plenty of brothers who are vegan. They play basketball, then they work out after that, and then they're jogging. I mean, like all day working out. Meat is not a necessity, is not a requirement. You can function perfectly fine without eating meat.
That is exactly right. It's an excuse for somebody who wants to eat meat. That's all it is. It's an excuse.
And I think a miseducation, honestly, family, because I remember back when I was living in Bed-Stuy, every now and then I would eat a turkey sandwich. You know, you go to the corner deli or coming off home from working the night afternoon shift, because they usually put the brothers and the sisters on the afternoon, the 3 to 11, and the midnight shift sometimes. And I used to get a sandwich, and I would get a turkey sandwich. I could tell you everything that was on it. It was lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, a little mustard, American cheese. Sometime it would be toasted, sometime it wouldn't. And when I would eat it, within a few days, I was driving and I would stop at the light, especially at night. I would see all of a sudden my mind is quiet and clear. All of a sudden I start seeing knives and you know, like razor blades. It's like, you know, why are these knives and razor blades flashing across my psyche? It only happened when I would eat turkey or I would eat chicken. And reading the book, Magic Presence and Unveiled Mysteries, helped me to realize I was getting the emotion. I was downloading the emotional imprint of the meat, of the turkey. And it affects your psyche.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying there's an emotional, and it's as thick as the grease. It's as thick as the meat, but it's invisible. It's the emotional body of the animal you're eating. I remember one time, I shared this before, and I'm gonna share it again. The last time I had lobster from Red Lobster out in Long Island, I remember I went to Red Lobster and I ordered a lobster plate. I sat in my car, and before I turned on the ignition, put the key in the ignition, I could feel the lobster spirit being pissed off. He said, I wasn't ready to die. He wasn't afraid. He was angry. And the anger was in the lobster meat. I was like, man, I can't mess with this. This was before I got into psychedelics, and I'm feeling lobster claws being angry because, you know, they killed them in front of you. That's what they do. Red Lobster, right? You know, like, yeah, oh, you want this one? This one's still alive. You know, claws going like this, get me out of here. And then they go and take them into the kitchen, and then you eat. When we eat flesh, bruh, we're getting the emotional body along with the meat.
Yeah.
And you know, when the cows and these animals are slaughtered, they are slaughtered without any feeling, without anything. So when a cow sees another of its kind being killed, that fear is into the meat. You cannot wash fear out of meat. Can't do it. You can clean it if you want to, um, but you can't wash fear out of it. So when they say you are what you eat, you wonder why now you got this anxiety, these fears and stuff that are set up in your body because you've eaten. You are what you eat. You've eaten the fear. You didn't just eat the meat. You ate the fear that is in it.
That's right.
The same thing goes for the fish as well. Fish is very acidic for the body. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. So all of you that, want to be pescatarians or decided, we just don't need the meat. This Rastafarian told me years ago. People want to eat the meat for the protein, but these cows are eating grass. They're not eating meat.
Yeah.
So you eat vegetables. That's where you would get it from, your protein from. You don't need it. You can want it, and if you want to just, come off of it every now and then, do everything in moderation. Just do it every now and then. But eating it like it's, and the meat that's just on in the stores right now is just pathetic, to say the least. So just think about if you want to change your diet. And plus, the way I was raised and taught, these foods, such as meat and all of that, it doesn't help you to raise your vibration on a spiritual level. Understand me, when you're eating another soul's body, you're not rising. It's harder for you to rise to a certain standard. Maybe that's why I'm able to be a medium and all of the stuff on a spiritual level, because I just didn't eat that diet growing up. It was easier. It just seems to be easier to tap in. Not saying it's for everybody across the board. So I don't want nobody walking away feeling like, they're bad or they're doing something wrong. It's just another way of looking at being an empath. If you're an empath, you wonder, everybody grows and evolves. And that includes your body and the foods that you eat, so that you can become more clearer and tap into the spiritual world on an easier level. Sometimes you don't have to do the psychedelics. They're there, but you don't have to do it because you'll be able to do things on your own. I mean, I can tell you stories about, the spiritual realm that I've been to and places that I've been, and I haven't done the psychedelic at all. So just think about, trying to go for a plant diet. Just give yourself maybe a month or 2 months. And if you're doing better and you're feeling lighter, I know a bodybuilder who went vegan, and he was stronger and faster. He thought that eating the meat and all that kind of stuff, he said it really slowed him down. So just give it a try and see if it works for you. It might take a little bit in the beginning because you might crave that for a while. It's just like somebody who's an alcoholic who wants to get off of it, or somebody who's on drugs or smoking cigarettes. It's the same process. Yep. Or you can go cold turkey.
My wife and I ate some meat, and we went to take our walk the next day, and we could feel it. We could feel a sluggishness in our body. It's like our muscles and our whole beingness was just sluggish.
Yes, yes, yes. I will admit, it's not easy to go off of meat to be vegan. This is a process that takes time, and if you can surround yourself by, friends and family members who are supportive of you on this journey, because a lot of us, we grew up with these types of foods in our systems for many, many years from friends and family. So as you try to change, they may encourage you to go backwards. So part of that is what makes the journey more difficult. In addition to that, you definitely want to take some sort of classes or, ask a lot of questions and educate yourself as you move forward. There are things that could assist you, herbs that could actually assist you with, stop eating that meat. So it's a lot of things that's out here that can help you with, stop getting off to that meat.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Laji.
In the Sanskrit system, they call this modes of eating. Sattvic, which is the purest, Rajastic, which is the middle, and Tamastic, which is what we eat, basically, dead animals. And Tamastic diet is a satanic diet, basically, because the Satanists, they eat and they drink the blood. They eat the animals if they can get animals. If they can't get humans, especially little kids, they definitely get blood. They got places where they could go and get blood literally, and it's a low vibration. They use that vibration to do their spells and incantations and various other things, and sex magic and this kind of stuff. But it's a low vibration. And I mean, I did it just the last couple of weeks, and I just feel it all. I mean, ooh, yeah,
Wow.
it's not good. It's not working.
I want to chime in on this. Sharice Bailey on Amazon. There was a guest on Black Magic 363, and she pretty much said it was a low vibration to feel bad about eating meat. We should celebrate, be happy for their sacrifice for us. My thoughts on that, Sharice, that is bullshit. Unless that person vibration is so low, they're cross-eyed and their ear canals is full of wax, and God only knows how much clogged up she may be. But that if that's her reality, then maybe she's out there with the crabs in the ocean being a bottom feeder. That's all I got to say.
Oh my God. Are we ready to break?
Yeah, don't get me started now.
Yeah. Time to
I
break.
got a prayer for the children.
Oh yes. Thank you. And someone wanted a prayer for the trees, the earth, the land. I think you had a prayer for that also.
I do. So here's the children's prayer. So they have a preamble for it. Okay, let me read that too. If a child is in need of healing or relief from pain, then say this prayer. It has been said that when parents pray on behalf of their children, those prayers are answered first in heaven. I can believe that. I also recommend handwriting the prayer and placing it face up on a cabinet or shelf in the child's bedroom. If the child is old enough to say prayers, ask the child to say the prayer with you. So here's the prayer. Thank you, God, for my child's perfect health. Thank you for peace within my child's body. Thank you. I call upon my divine guides and lords of cosmic law to activate their resources to work on me and with me to assist me in this process. I am a divine being worthy of boundless freedom. I am eternally free. I am pure spirit. I am pure light. I am God, and so be it, and so it is. Now here's another one, protection and guidance for your child. Dana, Hathor, Ishtar, Mother Mary, mothering goddess and teacher of parents, I surrender my worries to you. Please nurture my child and this situation described concern, so that we may all be joyful and feel peace. Please teach me how to best guide my child. Please direct my words and action so that I speak my truth in a way that my child will hear. Please help me stay centered in faith and courage. Archangel Michael, Artemis, Kuan Yin, Vesta, powerful protectors of children, I ask that you closely watch over my child. Thank you for closely monitoring and protecting my child. Thank you for ensuring my child's safety, happiness, and health. Thank you for guiding my child in a direction that brings about blessing, wellness, meaning, and abundance. Thank you, Donna, Hathor, Ishtar, Mother Mary, Archangel Michael, Artemis, Kuan Yin, Vesta, for protecting and guiding my child. I am truly grateful. Almighty I am. Almighty I am. Almighty I am.
Thank you. Did you say they can write that and put it over? You said put it on the ceiling of the child or on the wall of the bed, over the bed?
You can put it somewhere in the child's room, and if they're old enough, have them say it.
Okay.
If they're old enough,
Wow.
have them say it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Bliss, we got prayer requests.
It was that one, and then it was the prayer for the trees and the plants. I guess you said that at the end.
Yeah.
Prayer for, let me type the names. Can you see that name? Xavier?
Xavier.
Xavier. That reminds me of a book back from the 70s. Remember
A
that
book?
book, Logi?
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Hank?
Did you remember that book named Xavier back in the 70s?
What was it about?
A whole bunch of ooh la la.
No, I must not have read it then.
Yeah, definitely
Ooh.
passed through my puberty years. But that's a beautiful name. Okay, Xavier. Now, what does Xavier need?
Abundance. Can you
I
pray for
am in me.
abundance?
I am in bliss. I am in Salika. I am in Laji. I am within all the healing warrior Jedis have gathered today. Thank you for your patience as we make sure that people can come with cleaner colons for more miracles to happen for them. And thank you. I hope this information that we shared tonight was fruitful, pun intended, for everyone in every facet of their life. Yes, I am earthly wealth and abundance, cascading freely and abundantly through Xavier's life. And we use the galactic hands with Ho'oponopono in putting her in violet waters of lavender hues and purple ripples between our palms. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. We love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. We love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. We love you. Thank you. May the purple waters, the lavender waters, the violet ripples, the undertows purify and wash clean down the drain all that is less than healing, all that is less than joy, all that is less than compassion, and all that is less than self-acceptance. I am earthly wealth and abundance flowing freely through everyone who is focused on Xavier. Yes, I am. So let it be spoken. So let it be.
Thank
Ashe,
you.
Aho.
Want to do a prayer for abundance?
Yes.
I now accept my abundance. In the name of my beloved, I am presence. And this is for Xavier. Xavier, say this with me. In the name of the beloved mighty I am presence and my beloved holy Christ self, I call to the Lords of manifestation, angels of prosperity, Fortuna, goddess of supply, and Lord of gold, to assist me now in the mastering all outer conditions of my life in God's perfect way, including my true abundance. Charge, charge, charge into my life, and use today all the blessings that are mine to receive. Infuse me with the ascended master of wisdom and purity, that I may never again experience lack or limitation of any kind. Blaze your heart flame through my four body system and expand without limits a great flow of divine abundance. Saturate me with enough violet flame and emerald healing light to keep my life in perfect balance and harmony. I demand God's invincible protection and wisdom in all my financial endeavors. I demand to become a magnet of attraction, drawing to me all the wealth that I will require to fulfill my divine plan on earth, to make my assistant and to assist my fellow man to do likewise. I give thanks that it is done according to God's holy will. I accept my abundance now with love and gratitude. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am.
Thank you.
Ashe,
Thank you.
Aho.
Hey, aho. Adonada.
Wado.
The next person is Isaiah. I know y'all know that name. That name from the Bible.
Yeah.
So for Isaiah, we're gonna pray for protection.
Mm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So protection decrees.
I am within me. I am within all the audience. I am divine protection surrounding Isaiah. And Isaiah, you can say this too. And remember, everyone in the audience who is listening now and in the future, if you say these, it will pass the streams of prayer light will pass through all your cells. And it will also elevate and fortify you. So we say together, I am divine protection surrounding Isaiah every day in every way. every night until the morning sunlight. Archangel Michael, put your angels of protection around Isaiah and all the audience. To all the mothers, the children, Archangel Michael, spread your army of blue lightning angels to all for protection, elevation, and allow them to be safe during transportation through car, train, bus, plane, always and always. Namaste, Aho. So let it be spoken, so let it be done.
I'm sending Isaiah. If you can say this with me, say it with me. This is what we call kavachas, or like armor, protective armor around you, activated through the power of the spoken word. So if you can say this with me, say this with me. The Cosmic Christ Blue Lightning, armor of a billion suns. The Cosmic Christ Blue Lightning, armor of a billion suns. The Cosmic Christ Blue Lightning, armor of a billion suns. Armor us all under this radiation. The Cosmic Christ Blue Lightning, armor of a billion suns. The Cosmic Christ Blue Lightning, armor of a billion suns. The Cosmic Christ Blue Lightning, armor of a billion suns. Armor us all that is of God throughout our nation. The Cosmic Christ Blue Lightning, armor of a billion suns. The Cosmic Christ Blue Lightning, armor of a billion suns. The Cosmic Christ Blue Lightning, armor of a billion suns. Armor us whole protection around us all. The Cosmic Christ Blue Lightning, armor of a billion suns. The Cosmic Christ Blue Lightning, armor of a billion suns. The Cosmic Christ Blue Lightning, armor of a billion suns. Armor us fulfill this cosmic I am call. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And for everybody in the listening audience, if you want any of these decrees, kavachas, prayers, and Salika, I owe some more decrees to you. I haven't forgot you. Of course, you can get these free. Just contact me and I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
I have some more wealth decrees for you, right?
Yes, I have done the wealth decrees. 21 days. I've done it. Yes.
Okay.
We want to say a prayer for Emilola, who is not with us tonight. As many of you may know, she is expecting her baby in a couple of weeks. So we want to pray for, look at Laji. You like her. We want to pray for, the rest of the pregnancy, the baby to enter this world, safety, security for Emilola. And the baby's name is Phoenix. And it's a girl.
So go ahead, Laji. The way you nod your head, I ain't getting in your way.
Emilola, say this to the child in the womb. Super duper powerful decree. Now, I'm going to clarify this by saying Ram is one of the names for the Supreme Lord of the universe, and Siddha is a divine godlike being. All right? This is what you say to that child in the womb. And when it comes out, every time it goes to sleep, every time it wakes up, because it's in a somnambulistic state. I mean, a super somnambulistic state, because the child is already in a somnambulistic state as it is. They're talking to God. All right. Siddha, remember, godlike being. This is what you say to your child. You are a Siddha. And if you could write this down, write it down. You are a Siddha with total recall of mind. You will master all the virtuous qualities and be good and kind. Your ways will be the ways of Sri Ram, abundance of wealth and truth. Your heart will be as pure gold, a Siddha, that is you. Your chosen work will bring great finance, abundance of wealth and zest. Your body will be strong and beautiful, and your life filled with great success. 130 million japa, your destiny repeat. Unleash the power of the mantra and make your life complete. Siddha Guru child. Every day you say that to the child, believe me, you will see a magnificent effect that you would not believe.
Man, that's powerful.
I like that.
Yeah, boy.
I like that a lot.
Wow. Okay, what about Melanin Dawn? Bliss.
Melanin Dawn, she wants the asking for prayers for protection and abundance, removal of all generational curses. The sister Melanin Dawn, please, sis. She's in the tantric class with us. Gotta say a prayer for the sister.
Yeah, let's put up the cosmic hands, y'all. Let's put up the cosmic hands. Hold on.
Do this.
Cosmic hands. Put up your galactic hands. And imagine, you see that purple light around the hands? Imagine you have a amethyst, a hot tub with jets of liquid lavender, violet, liquid lavender violet waters. And we're placing Melanin Dawn. She's walking into it, and she's between our galactic hands. I am in me. I am in all of us. I am in Melanin Dawn. I am within the violet, purple, amethyst rays of liquid light. May wash clean Melanin Dawn, mamas, 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 all the way back to the very beginning, along the generations to the heart of the One Most High. May they all be bathed in the galactic palms, in the galactic waters of our hands. May her entire bloodline be washed clean in the violet, amethyst, lavender waters, washing karma down the drain. So they can let the violet waters speed up, clean, and speed up the chakras in her soul. May she shine bright in her spirit light. So divine protection from Archangel Michael shine with her always, day and night. May she also be in purple, wrapped around her crown. So purple washing, cleansing, purifying herself and all around. I just saw a purple motorcycle. Wow. So let it be spoken, so let it be done. Ashe, aho.
I got one for him. Now, if asking for prayer for protection and abundance, okay, cool.
Yes.
So we got one for exactly that, for protection and abundance. The emerald green flame of healing and prosperity. I'm a master of divine expression. I now release all separation and limitations that no longer serve my path of life. I release all vows of poverty and limitations that I ever made in this and past incarnation. I release all implants, negative thought forms, black magic spells and curses, negative patterns of the human ego, illness and disease patterns, and all energy that no longer serve my path of life. By the intervention of divine grace, with my full intent, I choose to release all energies of separation, limitation, and all blockage back to the universe. I ask for these energies be purified and transformed into the highest forms of life. I evoke the assistance of the angelic realm, Master Hilarion, Mother Mary, Archangel Raphael, my monad, and all descended masters, to release from my being and world all levels of energy that are less than my divine blueprint of perfection and my eternal victory in the light through my ascension. And so be it, beloved, I am. And so be it, beloved, I am. And so be it, beloved, I am.
Ashe, aho.
Ashe, aho.
Uh,
So we have a prayer. Let's see here. I touch and agree with protection prayer. Two older females at work wouldn't have pure intentions towards me. So she's having problems at work with her coworkers.
you know what? We're gonna do a prayer for you, but why don't you get some of that black tourmaline and stick it in your bra, sister, while you're at work? You agree with that, Salika?
Absolutely. I 100%.
Testify, sis.
100%. I know that a friend of yours, Hank, I forget the gentleman's name. He turned me onto the black tourmaline, and he was having a problem with his job, and he took it to work with him, and the woman got fired, and 2 women got fired that were trying to get rid of him. The day he brought it in, and I have a job. I had a job, and I had a black tourmaline bracelet that was made for me. And I took it to work with me every day, and the boss stayed out of my office. And any day that I forgot it, he always came into my office.
Wow.
It removes negative energy. Please get some black tourmaline. Just do not put it in your bra. Please put it in your pocket. Keep it below your waist, or get a bracelet. I think Etsy sells a black tourmaline bracelet. You can put it on. Just don't forget it and charge it every day. I can attest to black tourmaline.
I got some black tourmaline.
Yes.
That's why you're so protected, Logi. All right, come on. Let's pray for this sister.
Okay, I'll take it from her. I am in me. I am in we. All the galactic healing Jedis. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for being gathered. And we put her between our galactic palms. And we ask in the name of love, Archangel Michael to surround Miss Prez Naya Love. Archangel Michael, let angels of blue lightning surround her from heaven above. Surround, protect, deflect everything less than love. And Empress Naya Love, may she rise above any thoughts that's within her that is less than love. May the galactic hands that we all hold her within, may she be cleansed with the amethyst hot tub, with the jacuzzi jets, washing her heart, mind, body, soul clean. May we see and feel and hear the amethyst waters pulsating through every mitochondria into our soul, subatomic particles being washed clean in the amethyst, lavender, purple light. Yes, I am purity, shining through. Empress Naya Love, day and night. Ashe, Aho. Mm-hmm.
We could throw another coverture around now. We good with that?
Do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
There's a protection decree for Sister Naya Love. Through the beloved, invisible fire, victorious, mighty I am present, which she is. And the invisible fire, victorious hand of the cosmic Christ, I call to our beloved Saint Germain. Establish a cosmic, violet, consuming flame in, through, and round Naya and all under this radiation. In its most dynamic action of the sacred fire for a radius of 300 feet in every direction, and keep it in continual action. Within this violet flame, blaze your spiral blue flame and keep it whirling in its most intense action. And draw out of the body at the top of the head all imperfection and discord in the mental and feeling world, as well as the physical structure. Clear out beings and worlds of all discordant thoughts, feelings, substance, and energy, and replace them with God's invincible victory of love to be the perfection for which she calls. And I demand this manifest, manifest, manifest. In all our victory, victory, victory attain right now. I expect this manifest, manifest, manifest. In all our victory, victory, victory attain right now. I am this manifest, manifest, manifest. In all our victory, victory, victory attain right now. Almighty I am, almighty I am, almighty I am.
Ashe,
You got a triple protection there.
Ashe, ashe, ashe. Boy, they coming through for the prayers now. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, let it rip, let it rip. You know, it's sundown, family, and the way Miss Bliss and Salika look, they look like they go to bed at sundown. So you know, we on grace time right now. You know.
All right, so we got Brother Brooks asking for prayers. Help elevate me in lucid dreaming and astral travel. Oh, that's what you want? You better go get that snake venom. That'll send you straight to the moon.
You know, I'm gonna tell you, Brother Brooks, I just pictured you going to bed with a toy backpack so that you can say, I'm gonna fly tonight, man. I'm gonna fly. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, praise for this brother.
And oh, Brother Brooks, this reminds me of an affirmation I remember reading out of the book by Robert Monroe, Journeys Out of the Body, that he said during the day, say often, I am more than my body. Mm-hmm. I am more than my body. Yes, I am. So I am in me. I am in all the Jedi, crystal healers, medicine people. We are more than our bodies. I am within all the Jedis. I am within Brother Brooks. I am allowing him to fly free during the night into the highest realms of reality with full awareness of his dreamlike state so that he will have total recall when he awakes. Yes, I am levitating, flying free, creating the dimensions where I want to be. I am flying free, traveling throughout existence wherever I want to be. So let it be spoken, so let it be done. Ashe, aho. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I'm all for flying at night. Can't wait to go to bed so we can zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, let me calm down. Yeah.
Okay. So he wants asking for prayers, help elevate me in lucid dreaming and astral travel. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say this, but as I do this clairvoyant thing for you, the astral place is a dangerous place. You want to move to the etheric plane. You want to skip straight through. There is no Christ on the astral plane and a lot of demons. It's a scary place.
Ooh, thank you, Laji, for that information. Because I know a lot of people who are saying that they want to go to the astral plane. Thank you. You hear that, brother? You hear that? You want to go straight to the other side.
You want to go to the etheric plane.
You want to be high altitude in the jet stream of flight. You don't want to be let me find the right word. A roach crawler. You don't want to be in the cesspool of tar. When you're out of your body, you might get stuck.
You could easily get stuck. You could easily get stuck. And nonetheless, if you could get a crystal and hold it to your head while saying this prayer, right in the third eye, right there, just like that. If you get a crystal, put it right there like that when you say this prayer, it will empower it 600 times. All right. Divine light, please enter. Now, who are we praying for?
Brother Brooks.
Brother Brooks. Divine light, please enter the third eye of Brother Brooks, and fill him with illumination, clarity, and ability to clearly see across the veil. Powerful Apollo, I thank you for opening Brother Brooks's eyes. Archangel Hanael, Jeremiah, Raphael, and Raziel, I thank you for your magical divine energies and assistance with his spiritual sight. Victorious Horus, thank you for stationing your eyes in front of my own so that I may see multidimensionals like you. Beloved Kuan Yin, I thank you for sending me energy. Energies assisting with my spiritual sight now. Victorious Horus, thank you for stationing your eyes in front of me of my own so that I may see multidimensionals like you. Beloved Kuan Yin, I thank you for sending me energies from your third eye to my own so that I may see love in everything and in everyone. Dearest Sulis, thank you for evoking the power of my clairvoyant energy. I thank you for all fully opening me up to see truth, beauty, light, and eternal life. Almighty I am. Almighty I am. Almighty I am.
Ashe. Thank you. Thank you.
May I suggest one thing to the brother that you want to have a dream or lucid dreaming. I know you will be able to dream if you don't eat anything after 9 o'clock. Your body doesn't need to be digesting food while you're sleeping. It takes a lot of work for that to happen. And probably keep your cell phone away from your head, maybe next to your bed. Move that because that radiation is really not too good for your phone. Maybe want to plug it or turn it off while you sleep so that you could probably have a better dream. Or if you shower, take a bath the night before. There is a crystal out there called the dream crystal. You could put it underneath your pillow. That might help you also to have a better dream. Yes, and the harataki.
Yeah, make sure you do some of this. I'm going to do some harataki tonight. I might take me some extra so I can get extra flight in. This harataki works, y'all. And then I like to take the magnesium multiplex or complex. And between the magnesium and the harataki, what you got there, Laji?
Nighttime decrees. Help you all the way. Help you for what you're trying to accomplish. I'm trying to get this so you can see it. Okay. Nighttime decrees. These are decrees that we do at night. And I just wanted to list them. They definitely put you into, as you're going to bed, you're saying these decrees at night before you go to sleep, prayers and decrees. And, you know, that's like your interest into that realm. You're going into that realm. You want to go into that realm. But would you go in there with prayers and decrees before you go into sleep at night, especially if you're in a somnambulistic state, and you ask God to help you move into the other realm. You know, do you know what's so funny? We're living in a world that is a magical world, and the wand that we're given is our mind. Our mind is the wand to bring us anything that we want, like magic. Simply, like magic. If you ask God that you are able to travel outside your body and you want to live this life, you take into consideration all this. You know you can't eat anybody's blood, no blood of any animal. Dead animals can't be your diet. But your thoughts too. Your thoughts are far more than what you eat. There's far more thinking that we do than eating or drinking or anything else. If you purify your thoughts, this allows you more easily to slip out of your body and be in other realms. You know, and these decrees and prayers that I have, just you ask me for them, I'll send them to you for free, of course.
Okay. We got Sister Gianita, prayers that my yoga practice increasingly becomes successful. Peace, sis. We're gonna pray for you. You're gonna be successful.
Yeah, Gianita.
Yeah.
There we go. Put your crystals in your hands.
Gianita, you got that
Gianita?
singing bowl too.
Yeah, where's Gianita's crystals? Gianita, where's your crystal?
I know she got it.
She got her crystals.
I know she got it.
And we're all the Jedis in the audience, all the crystal keepers. We hold Gianita between our galactic hands, between our galactic palms, and say, "Yes, I am earthly wealth and abundance, flowing richly and abundantly through every part of Gianita's life. Yes, I am. Yes, I am revealing to Gianita, she is worthy. Yes, I am. And to all the listening audience, yes, we remember we are worthy. We are divine keepers of our brothers and sisters throughout the halls of time. Yes, I am richly and abundantly pooling all around Gianita's aura until it's filled to the top, spinning around day and night successfully in whatever she focuses about. So let it be spoken, so let it be done. Ashe, Aho, Donata, Wado, Amen, Amen. So let it be spoken, so let it be done. So it is.
And this prayers for Gianita.
Huh?
I didn't hear what you said. Say it again.
Said she better have some big pockets.
I still think
Go ahead.
I still think there's a block for Gianita. I still think that she's dealing with a block because I offered her an opportunity to make millions. I said right up the contract. I'll do what you say. She has not written up that contract in weeks.
When you say block, you mean some type of blockage?
Mental block, fear of success. Sometimes we get into a space and, you know, we're navigating that space and we're dependent on God, and God is just helping us every time a crisis come up. All right, here's 100 or 200 or 300 or even 1,000. Just keep coming with the little bits, you know, just to sustain you. But what's in front of her is literally millions. And she ain't going for it. So anyway, so this is what we're gonna say. And I said this before. I don't know if I'm gonna say it again. But this goes to Sister Gianita. Beloved Marianne Presence, beloved Abandanisha, Damara, Dana, Ganesh, Lakshmi, and Sedna, thank you for the abundant supply in her life, flowing with beautiful opportunities for her to express her divine light so others may benefit as well. Because Gianita is a light from you, God. Thank you for the peace, happiness, and love you bring her. Thank you for all the time and the energy that you have to fulfill her dreams and desires. Thank you for the abundant financial support you offer to her. Beloved Maria in presence, as you offer it to her, tell her, hold out your hand so you can receive this. I gratefully accept all of your gifts, and I ask that you bless Sister Gianita, because she is here doing divine work. Help her, Lord, to see the light within her and to accept the abundance that you graciously give her. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am.
Ashe, Ashe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have a prayer for Awaken videos of 2023. Prayers for the lovers and forgivers and protection to them. Prayers for Mike Mikal that's going through a hard time. Mikal.
Wait a second, man. Awaken
Prayer for
videos. If you was to put that in a bullseye, or if you was going to aim a cosmic arrow of a prayer, what would you focus on? Awaken. If you have an arrow, remember, or a dart, a love dart, or a miracle dart. Imagine what is the target for the miracle dot to hit. Because I'm getting a little bit of a wide spectrum prayer for the lovers and forgivers and protection to them, prayers to Mikael. That's wide spectrum. So we're gonna give you a wide spectrum, but it isn't like a focus. So all the hundreds of galactic Jedis and crystal keepers and angels, we give awaken videos of 2033 of 2023. Healing that he needs in all venues. I am miracles, miracles abundantly flowing. I am miracles, miracles truly going to everywhere that Awaken videos of 2023 is visualizing for lovers, forgivers, protectors, and everyone else that needs a prayer to see success as their ultimate reality. Ashe. Aho. So let it be broken, so let it be done.
Okay.
Times 60 folks in the chat. Trillions and trillions of volts. That's where it's at.
Logi.
Now we're doing this for
Awaken videos.
Awaken videos. Okay. Is that a brother or sister? We don't know. We don't know.
No, that's an ET.
We don't know.
That's you're an ET. Awaken videos.
Beloved Mighty
ET
Presence.
Club. That's where we at.
Beloved Mighty Presence. God, I deeply desire a close relationship and clear communications with you. I ask for your assistance in opening me up so that I can clearly hear, see, feel, and know your message for me. Jesus, Moses, Babaji, Yogananda, your demonstrations, you demonstrated the ability to clearly hear God during your life on earth. I ask your assistance in teaching me your ways. Please work with me so that I am fully open to hearing God's message, that I trust what I hear. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Moses. Thank you, Babaji. Thank you, Yogananda. Almighty I am. Almighty I am. Almighty I am. I did this one for clear communications because when you do anything clearly, directly, like an arrow going to its target, you get that thing much more efficiently, effectively, and quickly. So like this desire here is spread out. It's not really focused. So I said this communication with God prayer to help the brother to focus on what he wants more clearly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And say, I'm a brother God. Awaken videos. I'm a brother God. Yes, I am.
All right. We got Desi. Please pray for me to continue to grow in right thinking and that my daughter will be at peace during my transition. That's for Desi.
Transition where? Where's she going?
I think you know the answer to that.
Okay.
But we need to stay positive, Desi, because you're here right now in this chat with us.
Yeah. Love is forever. Okay. Well, get down off my lap, Chloe. Shoot, why are you fussing? Get down. Get your butt down. All right, there you go. All right, let me get back. Where was I? I am in me. I am in Desi. I am in all the crystal healing warriors. I am love supreme, miraculously flowing through Desi, her daughter, and all surrounding, while she is in our galactic hands with angels singing all around her. I am miraculous quantum light shining through Desi with full awareness day and night. I am pulsing, cleansing, purifying, washing. Yes, I am healing Desi with victory day and night, forevermore, shining bright. Ashe, Aho.
Okay, I think I got something for this brother. And his name is Desi. In the presence of God, all that is light, I declare to the universe that I am ready to be free and complete being. I give intent to activate the secret process of dissolving of my karmas. I give intent that the fire of my ethereal awareness burns ever brighter to consume any patterns of thinking, feeling, any relationship and circumstances that no longer serve my highest and greatest good, and that others of my love, God and Goddess, sent from heaven above. Agnes and Aphrodite, male and female deities, signify beauty and loveliness. Geneva and Holt, bringer of magic love, I invite you to my spiritual wedding, wherein I am wed to my soulmate, first in my spiritual union. I feel my beloved deeply within my body and soul. I send this feeling to my soulmate, and I thank you for delivering these feelings to my beloved as my sacred Valentine message. Thank you for uniting my soulmate and me through the ether. Thank you for clearing, guiding us to find one another. Thank you for bringing us together in blissful union. Thank you for overseeing my love life. Beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. This is a clearing karma, and the love life that you'll be experiencing will be in your transition with God.
Yeah, remember, Desi, ain't nobody getting off the planet alive. So, just keep an eye out for everybody, wherever you are, here, there, wherever you may be. Remember, this life is a dream in the ultimate reality.
And also, you couldn't die if you wanted to.
Yep.
All right, we got Green Lion Entertainment. Can I get a prayer to always keep a blessed, wholesome, and happy home and for prosperity? We're praying for a Green Lion.
Green Lion? Why did I just picture a blunt? Okay. I am in me. I am in Green Lion. I am in Salika. I am in Laji. I am in Miss Bliss. I am within all the audience listening. May we focus Green Lion and his family, a happy home, joyful in their souls down to their bones. I am happiness. I am comedy. I am riches. I am emotionally free, shining, concentrated, radiating from Green Lion Entertainment. Yes, I am victory. Yes, I am my heart flying free. Yes, I am Green Lion magic light. Yes, I am luminous healing, shining ever so bright throughout Green Lion's reality and all surrounding him. So let it be spoken, so let it be done. Ashe, Aho. Wado. Oh, he said, I'm a man and my name is D'Artagnan. That's it, brother. Oh, shoot. Bliss, you see what he just said? I got a blunt in my wallet. Yo, bro, you can't make this up. You see that, Bliss? Bliss is sleeping.
I see that.
We got to get, Logi, we're going to have to wrap it up. Salika's falling asleep, too. Look at her. She's starting to lean like a cancer.
So you want to say a universal prayer?
Yeah.
Wrap it up? Okay. O adorable Lord of mercy and love, salutations and prostrations unto thee. Thou art omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. Thou art Satchidananda. Thou art the indweller of all beings. Grant us an understanding heart, equal vision, balanced mind, faith, devotion, and wisdom. Grant us inner spiritual strength to resist temptation and to control the mind. Free us from egoism, lust, greed, hatred, anger, and jealousy. Fill our hearts with divine virtues. Let us behold thee in all your names and forms. Let us serve thee in all your names and forms. Let us ever remember thee. Let us ever sing thy glories. Let thy name be ever on our lips. Let us abide in thee forever and ever. Almighty I am, almighty I am, almighty I am.
Ashe, I hold. I want to thank you, Laji. I want to thank you, Bliss, and I want to thank you, Salika. That was real. You brought balance to this platform. So we got to invite. What do you think, Bliss? Don't you feel the balance of all that water and earth and fire?
You know what? It's always with the water signs. It's just as good when Emilala is here. And what other water signs have you had on here? I guess you could just say Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You got to get some brother water signs up here too.
Yeah, I'm
besides Laji, of course, because we know Laji is a water sign.
Yeah.
Thank you for the balance, Laji.
Yeah.
Thank you, Salika, for your wisdom tonight.
And
thank you, Rising Sun, for your prayers.
Yeah, and thank the Haritaki, because we're going to fly tonight, y'all. Haritaki in the house.
All right, that's it. Oh my God, it's been almost 3 hours. My voice is getting hoarse.
Let's go to bed
oh
and sleep and rest her head. So night, y'all.